This Ferrari nearly destroyed its own engine the moment it came back to life.
Mechanics exchanged uneasy glances as the historic V12 revved unpredictably on the test stand.
Yet everyone sensed the racer deserved revival, and the investigation quietly began.
Dust covered the long red body, its racing scars whispering stories from endurance circuits.
The engine's violent rhythm hinted that something deeper was terribly wrong.
Carburetors rattled sharply, their delicate balance clearly disturbed by something unseen.
Mechanics shut the engine down again, sensing danger beneath the beautiful machine.
The legendary V12 now sat silent, waiting for careful answers.
Careful inspection began across the fuel system and carburetors.
Fuel lines appeared clean, yet something about them felt wrong. The discovery deepened concern about the racer's violent behavior.
Original engineering demanded precise fuel chemistry, rarely seen today.
Modern gasoline seemed incompatible with the racer's delicate carburetor tolerances.
A realization raised stakes for the fragile engine's survival.
To confirm suspicions, carburetors were dismantled piece by piece.
Inside the chambers, residue patterns revealed harsh, modern fuel behavior.
Racing engineers of the 50s had tuned engines for very different fuel.
Understanding the past suddenly became essential for saving the machine.
Meanwhile, the Ferrari chassis awaited its return to mechanical harmony.
Suspension components received inspection for fatigue and wear.
Period-correct brake components replaced brittle originals carefully.
Slowly, the car regained physical strength, even as fuel mystery deepened.
Attention returned again to the temperamental V12 engine.
Pistons and valves showed healthy condition despite violent running.
Compression readings confirmed the engine itself remained sound. All clues pointed back toward the sensitive fuel delivery system.
Historical archives soon revealed forgotten notes from Ferrari engineers. The notes described exotic fuel mixtures built for brutal endurance racing.
Modern gasoline simply behaved differently inside those historic carburetors.
Understanding grew slowly that the fuel itself must be recreated.
Specialists studied old racing chemistry to recreate period-correct combustion.
Carefully measured components formed the first experimental batch.
The mixture followed forgotten notes from the original engineers.
Carburetors reassembled patiently, awaiting the historic fuel test. Fuel lines reconnected with quiet anticipation across the workshop.
The Ferrari V12 prepared once again for ignition.
Everyone paused as the new fuel entered the system. Silence filled the workshop before the engines came alive again.
The starter turned, and the legendary V12 awakened differently this time.
Instead of violence, the engine settled into a powerful, steady rhythm.
Carburetors breathed evenly, finally matched with proper fuel chemistry.
Gauges climbed steadily, confirming the engine's restored balance.
The Ferrari finally sounded like a racing machine again.
Understanding old engineering had solved the violent mystery. Respect for history proved more powerful than modern shortcuts.
Before continuing, remember, this restoration story exists purely for entertainment. The vehicles, locations, and events described here are entirely fictional creations.
Any resemblance to real restorations or racing cars remains purely coincidental.
Now
the Ferrari awaited its return to the road.
The historic racer stood ready for its first careful roll forward.
Mechanics listened carefully as the V12 idled calmly.
The sound carried confidence, once missing from the machine.
Slowly, the Ferrari rolled toward open daylight.
Sunlight reflected across the long red racing body.
The engine now ran with the smooth authority of its era.
Period-correct fuel had restored the racer's original voice.
The machine moved forward exactly as engineers intended decades ago. Every motion now reflected harmony between fuel and engineering. What once seemed violent now felt purposeful and powerful.
The Ferrari had regained its true racing character.
Understanding history proved essential to reviving the machine. Old knowledge still holds power when machines demand respect.
The restored Ferrari now rested proudly once again. Its engine breathed calmly, like a living piece of history.
The violent mystery had become a lesson in engineering understanding. Machines once demanded knowledge rather than software or sensors. The Ferrari now carried that lesson forward for another generation.
History moved again through pistons, valves, and carefully crafted fuel.
History moved again through pistons, valves, and carefully crafted fuel.
Craftsmanship had restored balance between machine and human understanding.
The workshop returned to quiet after the racer's revival.
Only the memory of that smooth V12 remained.
Legends survive when knowledge is preserved and respected.
Machines from another era still demand understanding.
The Ferrari 335S had finally returned to its true voice.
Not through software, but through careful human understanding.
The lesson remains simple, yet powerful for anyone listening.
Engineering once demanded patience, curiosity, and respect for the machine.
Like if engineering once demanded understanding, not software. Subscribe and share.